Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Since the last two videos, we've been talking about the standard model, and today too we'll continue its third part. Today we are going to talk about leptons and many other things. First, leptons. What are leptons? Leptons are those elementary particles which have half integer spin. Half integer spin in the sense their spin is half. And leptons have 6 flavors. The 6 flavors of leptons are electron, tau 1, mu 1, and they all have negative charges. But what are these? These are their corresponding neutrino particles. Neutrino particles are neutral in charge when they are negative. Like electrons neutrino is electron neutrino, tau 1 neutrino, mu1 neutrino. These neutrinos are called ghost particles because they only interact with weak forces and gravitational forces. They don't interact with strong and electromagnetic force. First, this part is generation 1, this part is generation 2, this part is generation 3. These generations are based on masses of these leptons, and all of those 6 flavors of leptons have their antimatter particle, corresponding particle. For negative leptons, negatively charged leptons like electron, they would become positron, anti-tau 1, and anti-muon. Whereas for neutrinos, anti-electron neutrino, anti-tau 1 neutrino, and anti-muon neutrino. Moving on to some detail in proton. One of the biggest breakthrough that will ever happen in modern day science is the decay of a proton. But we have estimated at what age will the proton decay. It's like hyper stable, and our estimation for the decay of proton is 9.6%. Our estimation for the time to decay for a proton is 9.6 into 10 to the power 29 years. Proton too have half spin. Why am I mentioning spin again and again? Leptons had half spin, and baryons like proton, neutron also have half spin. There is another type of classification. So now we have this classification, a Venn diagram. Let's see this N. These are mesons. Mesons were those particles that we had studied kaon, pion, eta C, and all those. And baryon are proton, and those are baryon and meson are the types of hadrons. But what is the relation between bosons and fermions? I mean, what even are bosons and fermions? First, let's see bosons. Bosons are those particles which have integer spin, not half integer, proper integer like 1, 2, 0, and all those. And these bosons include photon and W and Z boson, Higgs boson, gluon, the carriers of the forces. And also they include mesons, because if you remember that pions, kaons had 0 and 1 charge, so they are also included in bosons. And one thing we also say when we are referring to them is that they follow Bose-Einstein statistics. And now, what is fermions? Fermions are those particles which have half integer spin. So proton and neutron had half spin. Leptons too have half spin, so they are fermions. And hadrons are those made of quark antiquark. Fermions are leptons and baryons. That was it for today. Goodbye.